Hey, I'm Manny. I'm sitting here having another interview with another urban explorer up here in Detroit area. And what's your name?
Fatboy the Tiger.
Fatboy the Tiger. Nice to meet you, sir. So, while we're here, we have been out pretty much all day exploring different places here in Detroit. And actually, we're in a underground tunnel right now with all these rations left over, these empty water barrels for this these dilapidated schools that used to be like fallout shelters. So, what have you seen as far as like the oddities of the underground of Detroit? What do you say would be like your favorite thing?
I'd say my favorite thing is definitely finding fallout shelter supplies like this, finding like these empty canisters, and like finding even like things you can eat, like the crackers are still down here sometimes, just in confined spaces. And then you walk around down here and like it's completely mapped out to be like the top of the school in some of these buildings, so it almost just feels like a little city under here, you know? It's really cool to see.
How long have you been exploring?
I've been exploring since 2023, my first adventure out to Central. I've seen some videos on TikTok and I was like, it'd probably be pretty cool to go out there and try that myself. Before that though, I always had a love for it, so like, think back when I was in like 10th grade, I went to the Packer and explored there quite a few times with my friends growing up. And, that, later on when this was resparked, came from things like that, I'd say.
All right, so as far as like all the places that we've, have access to as far as like schools and churches and random buildings, what would you say would be like your favorite place to explore?
It would definitely be hospitals or schools. Like I'm really big on schools because they leave a lot of the stuff behind. And then the hospitals, it can vary, it can be the same too, And then they have a lot of different things that they have going on in their room. So you tend to see a lot of different things in places like these compared to if you just go to like a house or something,
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely agree with like the hospitals, and the schools are kind of a personal favorite too. But those hospitals kind of rarity to find.
Yeah,
You paid like $80 for it too.
You can buy them online for like 20. So we all have a origin story. Like, how did you get yours? How did you start exploring these abandoned places?
It's actually quite a simple one. I was on TikTok and I seen another TikToker go to a massive abandoned school out in the middle of Michigan, and I seen it and like the sparkle of wonder just lit up. It was like my message to go out and adventure. So I got my wife together and one of my best buddies, and we went out and spent at least 4 or 5 hours exploring this one giant school. It was amazing, honestly. I go out all the time looking to try and get that same feeling back. Yeah, when it comes to runs in with the cops, it can really depend. Like a lot of the time we're able to hide. I remember we went to Highland Park and like we thought everything was fine. We were up there for a few hours just hanging out, and then we walked outside and one of the cops, honked their horn and flicked their lights at us. As we're walking back towards the car, we know we're gonna get in trouble, so we're just talking and thinking about what we could say to the guy. And we ended up getting out there, and he wasn't too pressed about us being there because a lot of people go there, so we ended up just getting a warning. But they were kind of wondering how everyone in our group came together because we were all different age groups, and we didn't really want to get too much information. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, we're all just friends,
Right, you got to keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
Out of all the places we go to, we have people that believe and don't believe, but ghosts. Let's get into the storyline. Do you believe in ghosts?
See, that's a crazy one because I do believe in ghosts, but I don't think I'm in tune enough when I go to these places for anything like that to happen. Something at my house? Yeah. Something here? No, I'm more than likely expecting it to be a person. I'd have to have another supernatural person with me to actually, try to differentiate on that one. First thing I would expect, homeless person or animal.
Yeah, definitely. These places are, if you're going to feel like you're being watched, then it's probably, Bill down the hallway just eyeing it from the corner.
More than likely, I wouldn't think it was supernatural, in most cases.
All right. Well, I guess I mean, as far as like the oddities and things that we found along the ways, I mean, we found multiple different things between people being, leaving their pets behind, and just people just destroying places that shouldn't be destroyed. Family heirlooms, and there's things that we hold dear to us that people just leave behind, and we don't expect them to leave into these kind of places because obviously, who's going to find it next? It's going to be a while before somebody finds them.
Right.
Has there anything that you found that you came across that was kind of surprising for you?
Yeah, I found a whole bunch of brand new stuff to build a hydroponic set. Like, I found like the balances and all that stuff. It was just in a gym. It was like a whole treasure room full of stuff, just brand new stuff. There was TVs, brand new clothes. Like there was like CDs. There was just all sorts of stuff. Like anything you could really imagine was down there. Like they were just having a garage sale and just pushed it all into the gym. I didn't really take anything because I'm trying to pretty damn light. But,
Is that a fanny pack?
No, it's like one of the little satchel bags that go on your back like this. Yeah. No, my wife carries the fanny pack.
What is that? Is there something attached to that thing? What is that?
Just for my water bottle, and then like I got a couple different things in here. Like I can put my cameras in here. I put snacks in here, and I put like markers in here and stickers. Stuff like that, or if I'm like just packing joints or anything like that,
So that's like your survival pack. That's like your Urban Explorer standard survival pack.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I do want to swing back around though, because I did remember you said one thing that I found that kind of stood out that was kind of fucked up. Yeah, man. Like I remember we went to this school and there was remnants of a burnt mattress on the stage, and around it, just mountains of used condoms. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a setup for like some photography, but it felt like I felt like I was in a crime scene. And I wasn't really sure what to do. I felt like there was probably not even enough evidence to say anything. I don't know if anything really happened, but like I do think about that sometimes while I'm out exploring, man. It's just a really weird thing to stumble across.
it sounds like there's plenty of DNA evidence at least for that.
Probably. I would imagine everything was pretty dried out.
All right. So where can we find your information at? Where can we follow you at?
Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram at Fatboy the Tiger.
Nice, sweet. All right. Thanks, man. Have fun.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.